Today we are going live. Of course, the Asia Cup has started for India with a huge win, a big win, somewhat predictable. क्योंकि जिस तरह से again it was always going to be a mismatch. But yes, आप चाहते हैं कि ऐसे टूर्नामेंट में नई टीमें जो आ रही है उनको आप you get to see something from them, some sort of resistance, some sort of a fight. Sadly, didn't happen today. But having said that, India were right on the money as you would expect the T20 World Cup champions, and an easy win for India by 9 wickets. UAE 47 for 2 and then 57 all out. So, yes, quite a disappointing start for them. But for India, for Indian fans, just the perfect start. Gantavya, what would you say?
Yes, the perfect start, but I think the win anyway was always going to mean little. But जिस फैशन में वो विन आया है, अब आई थिंक
Yeah,
रिजल्ट और ज़्यादा इनसिग्निफिकेंट हो गया बिकॉज आई रादर इंडिया बी टेस्टेड अर्ली ऑन इन द टूर्नामेंट so that they are ready when the pressure games arrive. But
right.
according to me, the toss was more interesting than the match. क्योंकि first of all, तो India break this 15 tosses, I think, losing drought. मतलब
Yeah.
I've met black cats that are luckier than these guys. And the problem is कि दो तीन कैप्टन एक साथ कैसे इतने टॉस लूज कर सकते हैं. But anyway, you could see
I
how
think
superstitious.
it was going to be Surya only. Surya is the one who
Yeah,
last won
yes.
the toss in January, and 8 months later it was Surya. So it
But
was
did you
waiting.
catch how superstitious he was? He was like कि coin को मत देखो मेरे before flicking it and all. So
Yeah, they must have like he had 8 months to do this. Huh? So it's like yeah, he has sat at home and tried to figure out how to win a toss. यूएई के साथ मैच तो जीत जाएंगे, पर टॉस
हाँ
कैसे जीते?
वार्म अप में वो ऐसे हेड टेल्स ये चल रहा है इंडिया ट्रेनिंग सेशंस में. बट एनीवे आई थिंक टॉस इसलिए भी ज्यादा मतलब मेरे लिए इंटरेस्टिंग था बिकॉज रिजल्ट के अलावा दिस मैच वाज मोर अबाउट आंसरिंग क्वेश्चंस अबाउट टीम सिलेक्शन एंड who plays who not because कितने सारे क्वेश्चंस थे राइट. डज सैमसन गेट इन,
Yeah.
who opens, will India play both their spinners or both their spacers, 8 पे कौन खेलता है, याडा याडा. have those questions been answered? Some of them, but मेरे हिसाब से तो और questions आ गए कि why would you pick Sanju in a role he has consistently and historically failed at? Why would you not bat first and test out a new batting order in a game you know you are likely to win either way? मतलब किसी को डाउट नहीं था कि इंडिया के स्पिनर्स विल रूल द रूस्ट अगेंस्ट these guys, right? But मतलब like I said, this win is so meaningless in terms of symbolism and in terms of the lessons these guys have learned. The only thing we have gained out of it perhaps is confidence and just match preparedness because obviously India hasn't played limited overs cricket for months now.
Yeah,
So
yeah. No,
what
that's
did you make
correct.
of it?
Yeah, honestly, you're correct that we didn't get the answers, but at least I like the fact that Sanju Samson got some sort of a chance. In the sense, it would have been a little harsh अगर वो आज के मैच में feature नहीं करते after all that he had done in the last few months. But you always keep talking about that he is a bit of an X factor player. और जिस तरह से वो सेंचुरीज बनाई है उन्होंने T20 में पिछले साल, he has shown that. So yes, you were always supposed to accommodate Shubman Gill into the 11, but still I like the fact that they still trusted him with the wicket keeping, and maybe that's the way we will see in the like again. It must
I
be a conversation with him that look, we understand that we are moving you out from what would be your comfort zone, but then this is the only chance. How can you make the most of it? You can
but
keep your all historical failures aside. I remember so well, I think 2021 Australia and all those matches where he would get like the last 5 overs of the innings to bat in at coming in at number 6 and 7. He would probably score 12, like 20 of 7 or 8, but that would be held against him. But truth be told, in a T20 innings, coming in at that position, it was never a very bad idea. So yeah, I think it's not a terrible thing to happen, but it's of course not the best thing. Ideal would have been for him to have the opener's position, but now he also knows that look, Shubman Gill is here, so it would not be easy for him to hold on to that position. So and he has the shots, as in, I'm pretty sure he can do well at that number as well.
अमित अगेन ये तो फिर एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन की बात हो गई ना. एंड क्योंकि उसके
But then
ऑल्टरनेटिव
look,
जो है हमारे पास, जो उसका
yeah,
ऑल्टरनेटिव है जितेश शर्मा, ही इज अ प्रोवन इन दैट रोल, राइट? इन द सेंस, इफ यू आर प्लेइंग स्काई एंड तिलक एट 3 and 4, आपको
yeah,
क्वेश्चन की तो ऐसा रिक्वायर्ड नहीं है. इवन इफ यू नीड अ क्वेश्चन, अक्सर हैज प्लेड एज अ फ्लोटर इन द पास्ट, हार्दिक हैज प्लेड एज अ फ्लोटर इन द पास्ट, शिवम दुबे हैज प्लेड एज अ फ्लोटर इन द पास्ट, Rinku Singh, which is another person on the bench, could have played as a floater in the has played as
right,
a floater in the past. And
yeah,
but जो एक डिपार्टमेंट आई थिंक इंडिया हैज लैग्ड हिस्टोरिकली इन T20Is, अपार्ट फ्रॉम द पेस ऑलराउंडर जो पांड्या के
hmm.
अलावा कोई नहीं रहा, इज द फिनिशर रोल, राइट? क्योंकि उनके पास हमेशा दे हैव लैक्ड दिस इम्पैक्ट प्लेयर जो बॉल वन से आके छक्के उड़ा सकता है. एंड सैमसन हैज दैट capability, has that potential, has the shots to do it, has the game to do it, no doubt. But like you can see the numbers on my screen, he has not been ये IPL and T20Is के across है. तो wherever he has got a chance there, he has not come off. That is not me saying कि he won't come off, but if he does not come off, like you said कि ये बहुत injustice होता सैमसन के साथ अगर उनको नहीं खिलाते. But tell me,
Yeah.
wouldn't it be a bigger injustice if you now are thrusting him into the middle order randomly? अब अगर वो 2 गेम अगले नहीं चलते उधर, अभी यूएई के अगेंस्ट तो वो चल भी जाते तो ठीक है, बट अभी अगर you play an Afghanistan, a Sri Lanka, even a Bangladesh and a Pakistan, and उनके अगेंस्ट ये नहीं चलते, ऐसे भी सैमसन के अगेंस्ट this has been in the past put against him that he has struggled against some quality bowling attacks. Now, if he does
See,
fails in the next 2-3 games, will it not be more unfair to him कि you then again set him out? And अब मिडिल ऑर्डर में भी नहीं उनका रास्ता बंद हो जाएगा, टॉप ऑर्डर में भी रास्ता बंद हो जाएगा. तो
देखो टॉप ऑर्डर में तो रास्ता बंद हो ही चुका है ना, फिर उसके बाद दी ओनली मरता क्या ना करता वाली बात है कि नाउ दी आई अंडरस्टैंड
राइट,
दैट
फेयर.
यू आर बिटवीन अ रॉक एंड अ हार्ड प्लेस, बट दैट इज द ओनली वे यू कैन सर्वाइव राइट नाउ. सो आई
बट
थिंक अगेन it's a
सॉरी.
and you cannot basically look, we have to be we have to be practical here, that he has been given a lot of chances by the team in
Exactly.
the past, right? And now it has come to a point that look, we know that you have done well in the last few years, but it has come after a lot of chances. And now here is your one chance. Now do well. Okay. So I think it's fair. As long as he is able to find a place in the team, as long as he's given a chance to prove himself, whether it's at the top of the order or number six, number five, I don't think it's a bad idea. And my other
But
thing would, with regards to Samson and Jitesh Sharma, the difference, point of difference is Samson has been part of the setup since many years. Like made his debut in 2015. I think 2019 से like इर्द गिर्द घूमे हैं टीम के.
हाँ,
So
हाँ.
there is that element as well. That yes, while Jitesh Sharma has done quite well in the last few IPLs and especially last IPL, जिस तरह की मैच विनिंग नॉक्स के लिए और आरसीबी के लिए, लेकिन संजू सैमसन जो है वो अब जो है एक इंडियन टीम का सेटअप का हिस्सा रह चुके हैं काफी टाइम के लिए. सो मे बी दैट एक्सपीरियंस इज गिवन अ लिटिल मोर रिस्पेक्ट. But yes, again, a slew
In
of failures here again would mean that Jitesh would get the chance. So it's
and
it's
no,
quite
the
even for
big
me.
the bigger problem with the slew of failures would be, Amit, कि वर्ल्ड कप में 4-5 महीने बाद किया, राइट? सो वेयर डू यू ड्रॉ द लाइन? बिकॉज इट फील्स लाइक इंडिया इज मेकिंग अ हैबिट ऑफ दिस. अब 2019 वर्ल्ड कप भी याद करें तो suddenly you saw Vijay Shankar and Rishabh Pant and random names at 4. Last T20 World Cup में out of nowhere Virat Kohli is promoted to open, and we saw how he struggled there even though he won us the final. But Rishabh Pant at 3, Kohli to open. These are new. Kohli at least had fulfilled that role before, but other guys hadn't. And मेरी वही सबसे बड़ा डर है कि अगर अभी सैमसन थोड़ा सक्सेस लाता है, बट if he starts failing in the bilaterals that follow, then India will have to make a tough call very close to the World Cup. And they will have to do it with a player who is not experienced in the setup, who has not been groomed enough to be there.
But that's my
In
point. Like, I don't think that's when he's part of the setup. Jitesh Sharma, अगर वो अभी भी part of the setup है, right? And in the next few series also, if he's not fine getting match time, but he's still part of the setup, that is good enough. I don't know. Like, it would be great for him to be part of the 11 at some point if Sanju is not doing well. But yes, if you are part of the setup, I think that gives you a lot of confidence. So I understand your point, but I would still say that it's not such a bad punt. because again I don't think like it would have been really harsh अगर संजू सैमसन नहीं खेलते. अभी उनको एक मौका मिल रहा है to revive his career. So it's not unfair, and I think like he has all the shots to do well coming in at number 5 6 also. So while of course the stats would say otherwise, at this stage, at this age, he would take this chance with both his hands, is what I feel.
आई थिंक दिस इज वन ऑफ दोज क्वेश्चंस जो अगर चल गए तो आप राइट होगे, नहीं चले तो आई विल बी राइट. लाइक इन
Let's see,
थ्योरी
let's
इट
see.
इट देयर इज सम सेंस टू दिस, लाइक यू सेड.
Yeah,
We'll just have
yeah.
to wait and see for this, I guess.
We'll just have to wait and see. And again, with Jitesh Sharma also, see again, whatever his knocks have come, uh, in India जैसी अभी तक बहुत लिमिटेड चांसेस है. इन इंडिया जैसी ऐसे नॉक्स आए नहीं है. सो वो भी थोड़ा
True.
देखना पड़ेगा. जो संजू ने डिलीवर किए, ठीक है. आई थिंक व्हाट ही हैज गॉट 300 राइट. 320
Yeah.
320
In
इज नॉट अ जोक. सो
वो भी in the
व्हाटएवर यू से
recent past.
in the recent past, and not he has an ODI 100 against South Africa in South
Hmm.
Africa, 90 odd score against South Africa. So there are some knocks which tell that ki, at this level he's not, definitely not a mug with the bat. So yes, I will definitely go with Sanju Samson in any form at this point.
Okay, Nick. I think let's talk about India spinners a little, क्योंकि ये ये क्या ही हुआ यूए, क्योंकि मैं अभी रिसेंटली ट्राई सीरीज जो हुई थी अफगानिस्तान यूएई पाकिस्तान की,
Hmm.
उसमें यूएई लुक लाइक अ प्रीटी कम्पिटिटिव साइड. दे ऑलमोस्ट चेज डाउन
Yeah,
180 अगेंस्ट अफगानिस्तान. पाकिस्तान के अगेंस्ट भी 30 रन से ही हारे दोनों बार, बट इन बोथ गेम्स at some point before like a middle order collapse, they were right in the game. And this
yeah,
is the same team that has beaten Bangladesh at Bangladesh in a series this year. Last year
yeah,
न्यूजीलैंड को भी एक bilateral मैच में हराया था. तो
yes,
and these are players who are playing the IL-T20, so you can, मतलब जिस तरीके से बुमराह को स्पेशली उन्होंने अटैक करने का ट्राई किया शुरू में, द वे दे अटैक पांड्या, you could see
Hmm.
that these tournaments have filled them with the confidence where they are at least at the level कि अपना talent दिखा सकते हैं without being overwhelmed by the occasion.
yeah,
But then Kuldeep and Varun just ran through them like they were club cricketers, right?
yeah.
And
That's
like you
that.
look at the numbers, Pakistan is the next best team when it comes to spin wickets. These are numbers since the last T20 World Cup. And like no team is close to as efficient as India have been with
I
their
was
spinners.
actually watching the match, and it just struck me that I mean, the way it works, ki, like I think Champions Trophy happened March, May, March first week,
March
right?
में. Yeah,
Yes, we saw Varun Chakravarti in KKR colors and all, but yeah, like it's so we have some really skilled people in the Indian cricket setup, and because now they are like one format specialist, we see so less of them in India colors. So for me, it was like such a refreshing thing to Varun Chakravarti, Kuldeep Yadav back, and to see them like absolutely bamboozle the opposition. And you're like, wow, we are sitting on riches of talent, and Varun Chakravarti is a guy who like got discovered so late in his career, right? Got a chance so late.
exactly.
So yeah,
Hmm.
it was pleasant to watch. But coming back to your point, dude, honestly, it's such a ये जो तीन तिकड़ी है ना, चक्रवर्ती,
Hmm.
अक्षर एंड कुलदीप, अपने में इतनी कंप्लीट है. क्योंकि अगर आप
Exactly.
देखो, वरुण चक्रवर्ती कैन बोल इन द पावर प्लेस, वरुण चक्रवर्ती कैन बोल एट द लाइक डेथ ओवर्स में भी वो बॉलिंग करते हैं इन द आईपीएल.
Same for Varun.
Akshar Patel also can do the same. Akshar Patel also start. He has started a lot of innings bowling in the power play.
आज भी
कुलदीप,
किया.
हाँ कुलदीप भी जो है, ही कैन, आई मीन 17 18 ओवर में वो डाल सकते हैं. ऐसा नहीं है कि तुम बिल्कुल उसको बॉल नहीं फेंक सकते. एंड रिस्ट स्पिनर है आपके पास, एक मिस्ट्री स्पिनर है, एक
Ideal finger
ट्रेडिशनल
spinner.
फिंगर स्पिनर है. So and two of them are like really good wicket takers, as in Kuldeep and Varun Chakravarti. I mean, look at their strike rate. They're crazy strike rates that they have, right?
12-14 ऐसा कुछ, like it's under 15
हाँ,
for
आई
both of
थिंक
them in the recent
18
past.
मैचों में 36 विकेटें हैं वरुण चक्रवर्ती की. कुलदीप also has 37 matches, 70 wickets. So almost a double, which tells you how dominant they have been. And it's not कि यूएई के साथ खेल के dominant हुए हैं. पिछले सीरीज में
वही.
इंग्लैंड को हराया था, ठीक है. एंड उससे
I
पहले
think
लाइक
at this point UAE might be a better spin playing nation than India.
no, and even for that matter, like if you remember the T20 World Cup, I mean, a lot of people forget how well Kuldeep Yadav bowled in that semi-final against England, right? So there are major contributions from these guys also in the T20 wo, but the format is such that it's always the batters who take the plaudits. But yes, Varun Chakravarti, man, what a wonderful bowler to watch. Like honestly, मतलब आज तो उनको वही जो मैं पिछले एक वीडियो में हम बात कर रहे थे कि जब अजंता मेंडिस आए थे एंड द बैटर्स डिड नॉट हैव एनी आइडिया इट जस्ट सीम टू बी लाइक दैट टुडे कि इनको पता ही नहीं है बॉल पढ़ के कहाँ जाएगी so yeah that's the level of dominance that we have right now and I think but again this is going to be a litmus test because they will be bowling against Sri Lanka against Afghanistan against Pakistan and subcontinent teams traditionally better रही है spin गेंदबाजी के सामने so yes, it's a good test. Honestly, I would say this is a better test than the England series.
And it would, yeah, that is true. And also, Varun Kele, like it would be such a beautiful arc, also, right? If he manages to like
हो
gain
गया भाई वो आज
eyeballs,
तो उसका चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी में ही हो गया उसका
that is
द
true.
20 yeah 2022 T20 World Cup में he was like you know
21.
hit around the park and absolutely made a scapegoat when he should not have
And that was
then
a UAE World Cup, right? Like the World Cup was
exactly
in the UAE.
but
And
वही चैंपियंस
Champions
ट्रॉफी में भी
Trophy UAE
वही
में जीता. Exactly.
yeah so
So,
I think but yes I think the thing is कि do India always go with this spinner because now they also seem to have the luxury of a Shivam Dubey option, maybe to give you 1 or 2 overs. If not, then Hardik Pandya is pretty much looking as good as your frontline bowler, man.
and
And
for
yeah,
India, he has been a frontline bowler, right? Like my numbers देख
correct.
रहा
In
था.
T20s, yeah,
Yeah,
T20s,
only
he is
three
your
bowlers have bowled 100 plus overs for India, I think, since 2016. And
yeah,
Pandey is comfortably on top of the list with 125 something. So he
yeah.
has bowled the most overs for India. And
And again,
do you
he's again
think
one of those guys who can bowl at any
all
junction of
phase
the
bowler?
game. All phase bowler. So तुम्हारे पास, I mean, honestly, like no disrespect to Arshdeep, who is himself a magnificent world class bowler, but yes, Jasprit Bumrah को partner करने के लिए you have a guy. So then
So
you can actually go with your three spinners.
I have one question for you, Amit, from today, since we are talking about bowling phases.
Hmm.
जसप्रीत बुमराह ने आज 3 ओवर फेंके पावर प्ले में. So
हाँ.
I will again quickly read you some numbers. IPL 2025 में his power play economy was 8.2, middle में
Yeah.
5.83, death में 6.98. So clearly,
What?
and yeah, death में 6.98 तो first of all एकदम crazy number है, like that is otherworldly. But my point is clearly power play is the one phase where he has struggled the most. And if you remember that Karun Nair, in fact मैंने वो करुण नायर का 26 रन ओवर हटा के भी देखा, तो still his
हाँ.
numbers are like borderline 8, high 7s. So
Right.
do you think this is a regular strategy for India जहाँ पे they give Bumrah 3 overs or 2 overs in the power play, or do you think they would rather have 1-1-2 splits?
Yeah,
How
it
how
is
do you
always
see?
good. See, you can always see even at least the way Rohit handled him across his T20 thing, right? It was always 1 over at the top. Now we'll see how the match is panning out. And at the 12 over mark, if you see that okay, if it is 55% on the opposition side, he will be brought in. If it is 55% towards India's side,
No,
he will be still be kept in the war for
death
numbers 16, 18th, and
98.
20th. Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, so that's the thing. I think it's not going to be, and probably because it was UAE, he was given 3 overs on the
England.
trot. Plus, he was also coming back from a bit of a layoff of sorts.
Yeah, I think it was more
So
about match being making him match
getting
ready.
him back into rhythm. Yeah, getting him back into rhythm because again, अगला yeah, there is not going to be a कुल मिला के ही अगर फाइनल तक भी पहुंचते हैं इंडिया 5 मैचेस ही खेलेगी.
और
So
एक महीने से
so that's
क्रिकेट
the
भी नहीं खेला उन्होंने, मतलब पांचवा टेस्ट भी
yes.
नहीं खेला था.
So it's been a while for him, and I think that is the only reason. And maybe that is why I think that is one reason why Arshdeep will find a way back
Hmm.
because this
I
is
agree.
how Jasprit Bumrah has been used by all Indian captains, be it Rohit Sharma, be it Virat, be it at least Rohit Sharma both at MI and India. कि भाई
Yeah.
मैं पहले पहले 10 ओवर में I'll bowl him just one over, and then I'll see how I use it. If at the 10 over mark we see that okay the opposition is looking like they will run away with the game, I'll try to get something done by Jasprit. अगर उसमें कुछ होता है तब भी I'll not continue. तब भी I'll bring him as right at the back. So that's a very Rohit Sharma strategy of going about how to utilize Jasprit Bumrah. So I don't think that is going to happen, and that's as
And
we discussed. That's why Arshdeep will find a way back, find his way back, and maybe अब फिर हो जाता है who out of वरुण चक्रवर्ती और कुलदीप stays
how
and
do you even make that decision यार, मतलब यार बहुत ही
नहीं
unfair
but
है ये तो.
see that's where Varun Chakravarti is the X factor. Let's face it. As
True.
brilliant Kuldeep is, and you love to watch him bowl. जो आज भी bowled किया, it was right out of textbook, right? It was
The
beautiful.
googly, right? हाँ.
Yeah, the googly. So it was beautiful to watch. But वही है कि वरुण चक्रवर्ती अभी देखो उस कितना ये already has 3 5 wicket hauls, man. Just imagine
Yeah,
for a T20 I
three?
बोला yeah, and that two against South Africa, one against England. So it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing his 2025 के numbers, and
Mm.
he has an average of 9.46.
Like two five wicket
बहुत
hauls. I'm sorry,
two,
but
yeah,
yeah, two
yeah.
five wicket hauls in
Either way, same difference.
yeah, yeah.
But
So वही
yeah,
बोलो
लास्ट दो
like
साल से एवरेज 15 के नीचे है.
you do have
स्ट्राइक रेट
someone
बस
who
3.
can run through the batting lineup in Varun Chakravarti. I think that's where he gets because look, if in T20 तुम्हारे अगर इतने बैटर्स के बाद भी तुम्हें कुलदीप की बैटिंग की जरूरत पड़ रही है, then you are not in a
Yeah,
good
नहीं नहीं,
place.
that I will not even count that as a factor. कुलदीप के
Yeah,
बैटिंग if you start considering, but
yeah.
also
So
वरुण का
that's
एक और एडवांटेज है, I think, कि oppositions have faced him less, like the better batting attacks, क्योंकि
yeah,
कुलदीप बहुत सालों से अब all format player रहे हैं, so these Aussie
yeah.
and
Cool.
English guys have enough experience.
According to Ravi Shastri, he's India's number one spin bowler outside of India, which never
Which my
happened, which became a curse on the poor guy.
आज आई वाज मिसिंग रवि शास्त्री एट द टॉस, क्योंकि आकाश चोपड़ा बेचारे इतने कंफ्यूज कर गए उनको कि मैच रेफरी को पूछना पड़ा, सर बैटिंग कर रहे हैं बॉलिंग कर रहे हैं, हो क्या रहा है. बट
No,
या आई एग्री,
I
वरुण इज द वन हु मेक्स द कट ऑफ.
yeah, and that is like again Ashdeep also very again he also brings the left armor thing, and we saw how beneficial that was during the T20 World Cup. India has been looking for a left armor for such a long time, and he has been brilliant. Like to have 99 T20 wickets in such a short span of time, he's been very good. So there's no reason to drop him. So it's just like combinations में अभी वो टेस्ट कर रहा है इसलिए वो नहीं है.
Someone has to
But
miss
yes,
out here.
yeah, it's going to be Arshdeep and Hardik at the top with one Jasprit Bumrah over, and then later three overs from Jasprit, one from Arshdeep and Hardik.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that makes complete sense to me. And you always have X factor Shivam Dubey also.
yeah. But
He's the Z
at no
factor.
point, at no point did it look that. I mean, I saw it. The speed gun said 131.3. I'm
हाँ.
like, this guy doesn't have a run up. he तो नेट में
बुमराह से
प्रैक्टिस नहीं
छोटा
कर
रन अप
रही.
है उनका. He
अरे
just
फॉलो
trundles in.
follow through ही नहीं है. There is no follow through.
You
So
know
it
who
just didn't
I
seem like
किसकी याद आती है मेरे को? सौरव गांगुली
किसकी
की थोड़ी
साथ
बहुत
I
थोड़ी
mean,
बहुत
but
याद आती है.
nobody does it. Nobody heads the ball better than Saurav Ganguly. Okay. So yeah, so that's something that I think Shivam Dubey. It's an advantage to have at least one or two over from somewhere. And now you have Abhishek Sharma to give
अभिषेक
you those
शर्मा.
overs, and Shivam Dubey. I would have
Yeah,
actually
so
liked to see Abhishek Sharma getting a ball, but वही ना वो 47 for 2 से 57 ऑल आउट हो गए तो
उनकी
इनको भी
क्या
चांस
गलती है.
नहीं मिला.
बट लाइक इफ यू सी द रीसेंट मैचेस, तो मैं देख रहा
Hmm.
था लास्ट 17 T20 खेले अभिषेक शर्मा ने, उसमें से 10 में उन्होंने बॉलिंग करवाई, एंड ही एक्चुअली एवरेजेस एन ओवर पर गेम व्हिच इज मोर देन
Yeah,
हिज
yeah,
आईपीएल नंबर्स. तो क्लियरली दे हैव बीन ग्रूमिंग हिम फॉर दैट
correct.
सेवेंथ बॉलिंग ऑप्शन.
एंड युवराज सिंह के वो है भाई शागिर्द
ऑफ
है
कोर्स.
उनको पता है कि
तो
भाई सो युवराज सिंह
T21 को डर
ऑल्सो
समझे.
हाँ
क्योंकि
बिल्कुल
वहां
बिल्कुल
तो फोड़ना, वर्ल्ड कप में फोड़ना तो मिस्टर सिंह की आदत थी. तो
yeah so no and also like 2010 and 11 if you see Yuvraj Singh actually realized that in his career that when he was getting that competition from, say, a Suresh Raina, Yusuf Pathan, that's when he developed his bowling and, became a prime force in the World Cup. So I think Abhishek Sharma also must have, कि भाई, now with batting you have reached here. Now it's time to develop the other aspect of
And
your
this is
game.
the
So
right age to start grooming
yeah,
those. Matlab,
correct,
he
correct.
can turn out to be like a Maxwell kind of utility player for India, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Matlab,
way
bigger than him,
definitely.
obviously, but in terms of bowling, I'm saying he can be that when you are not playing, you do not want to play an additional spinner, he can be your go-to
Yeah,
option.
and you need it
Uh,
so badly. I think we've had this for a long time where we have only स्पेशलिस्ट फास्ट बॉलर स्पेशलिस्ट स्पिनर्स वो बहुत ही प्रॉब्लम किया है टीम इंडिया के लिए इन द लास्ट फ्यू इयर्स एंड जब वो ऑलराउंडर नहीं रहता जो वर्ल्ड कप में हुआ हार्दिक पांड्या गॉन एंड देन यू लाइक ओह शिट वी हैव ओनली 5 bowlers to choose from so yeah
yeah, you cannot do that in a T20 World Cup. And I'm
no
sure अगर गौतम गंभीर रहते हैं तो 8 से
oh yeah
8 तक तो बैटिंग मिनिमम रहेगी, 3 ऑलराउंडर
man loves
मिनिमम
all
रहेंगे.
rounders man loves all
या
rounders
मैं देख रहा था उनको आईपीएल में जब वो शुरू में आए थे, उन्होंने
हाँ
सतीश राजगोपाल और रायन मैक्लारेन, अजहर महमूद और मतलब किसी भी प्लेयर को उनको 8 में खिलाना है. उन्होंने पीयूष
then the
चावला को एज अ
scatter
पिंच हिटर ट्राई किया था.
then the scatter
जस्ट
bro right
10 Descartes
yeah
and Lakshmi Ratan Shukla did not mention because I thought they belonged there. But Ryan McLaren is one name that
yeah
really took me
interesting
back.
name.
But okay, एक और चीज डिस्कस कर लेते हैं before we move on to the player
I
ratings.
just before no, yeah, exactly. What do you have before player ratings for me? Because I want to ask you a
The run
question.
out.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
now. I thought we have our Jolly Best moment, but
हाँ
Surya was like, मैं भला आदमी अभी पहले दिन गाली नहीं खाऊंगा.
वही.
It's
But
like वैसे हम उनको बुली कर चुके हैं.
But
So
to be fair, he had a better reason than Johnny Bairstow in the sense the
yeah, yeah, I think
batter.
so that's what my question to you is, and it's a bit of a gray area now that we look at it. So the towel fell like
Before.
before he delivered the ball, but it fell way behind the umpire, right?
Hmm.
So the umpire also has no way to see that the towel has
Yeah.
fallen, right? But it's a clear distraction. And my thing is that I found it a little odd that he did not like generally batters move away
Pull out.
that
Yeah.
pull out, but he didn't do it then. And then when the ball was delivered, after that he was pointing कि the towel has fallen. दैट इज माई ग्रे एरिया कि अगर ऐसा होता है वर्ल्ड कप के फाइनल में भी यहाँ पे टॉवल बिकॉज द अंपायर हैज नो वे टू सी द टॉवल हैज फॉलन सो फॉर ही कैन नॉट रूल दैट बॉल डेड बॉल एट दैट पॉइंट okay and the
I
umpire this batter also has not pulled out so then it's a big confusion so yeah I don't know what to
I
make of
don't
it
remember किस गेम में हुआ था recently. I think साउथ अफ्रीका इंग्लैंड था या इंग्लैंड वेस्ट इंडीज था.
I think न्यूजीलैंड आयरलैंड में भी ऐसा कुछ हुआ था रिसेंटली
Yeah, some recent game I don't exactly remember which one. But वो अंपायर के एकदम पास जाके टॉवल गिरा था and the
हम्म
batsman had no, and he pulled out at the very last moment and the umpire
हम्म
was like I do not have eyes on the back of my head. So it
एग्जैक्टली
was
सो
it's like a but you have to find some way to fix that. You are right.
yeah
अभी अगर
that's what
वर्ल्ड
I'm
कप
saying
फाइनल में हुआ,
ये तो लूप होल हो गया ना ये तो ग्रे
हाँ
एरिया हो
वही
गया
क्रिकेट पे
तो
हो
इट्स
तो ऐसे भी दे लव लूपहोल. मतलब वो
yeah
एलबीडब्ल्यू वाला लूपहोल उनको इतना द डीआरएस एलबीडब्ल्यू थिंग दे टुक सो लॉन्ग टू
अभी
फिक्स
तक
इट दैट
अभी
यू थिंक.
नो एंड it's still up in the air right अगर तुम्हारा
या या
डिसीजन दे दिया है after your one run is left you are not running and if the decision is overturned
वही
you're still
डीआरएस
out
ले लूंगा मैं बस वही.
और बट वही देखो ना ये 2015 दिस हैपेंड इन द 2015 वर्ल्ड कप
हम्म.
इंग्लैंड ऑस्ट्रेलिया मैच जेम्स टेलर आई थिंक जेम्स टेलर और एंडरसन जेम्स टेलर वाज ऑन 98 नॉट आउट ठीक है ऐसे ही कुछ हुआ था दैट डिसीजन ओवरटर्न हो गया बट अगेन यू आर
देन नहीं
कंसिडर्ड
मिलेगा.
आउट yeah so it's I don't know man, how long can this go on without getting addressed because it's really great it's really great one day it will happen in a big match and it will cause diplomatic rows
But real, but I think did you agree with Surya's मतलब विदाउट द टॉवल इंसिडेंट एक बार तो मुझे बहुत गुस्सा आ गया था क्योंकि आई थॉट कि यार जस्ट बिकॉज सिली रन आउट हुआ है तुम वापस नहीं बुला सकते किसी बैटर को. बट आई थिंक इन
just
द एंड इट
because
वाज द
ये रन आउट हुआ
नहीं, just because एक silly, मतलब I thought first कि
अच्छा अच्छा,
I did not notice the towel at first. So I thought
हाँ.
यार this is almost disrespecting the game, right? कि just because UAE है तुम ऐसे बैटर को वापस बुला ले रहे हो. But I think he made the
हाँ,
right call in the end. And
yeah, I think he made the right call. And again, मतलब वही है कि अगर वो आउट करता भी ना तो he would have like gotten a lot of flack.
वो तो
वो भी नंबर
इंडिया,
9 था यार, नंबर 9
हाँ वही,
बल्लेबाज
that is
छूटे.
my problem. हाँ
So,
कि
so yes, it is a legitimate way to get out, to take a wicket, but ठीक है ऐसा. And let's appreciate the presence of mind of Sanju Samson also. He saw
true.
that happen. He did whatever. So yeah, but yeah, I think in the end it was the right decision by Surya to not really go for it, considering that towel incident. And he, like, the moment the ball went past his bat, he straight away pointed to the umpire. So वही है कि it's a lapse on the part of the umpire. Even the third umpire should have intervened and given it a dead
True.
ball. So I'm not really
Even
sure why did
हाँ,
that happen.
बट ठीक है, क्रिकेट बीइंग क्रिकेट, यहाँ पे हम लॉज है तो अमेंड करने में तो टाइम लगेंगे. रूल थोड़ी है कि कल जाके चेंज कर दिया.
लॉज है, इसके लिए आप सुप्रीम कोर्ट जाइए इसको बदलवाने के
एग्जैक्टली
लिए.
थोड़ा पिटिशन वगैरह लगेंगी, तारीख पे तारीख आएंगी तो नो.
Yes,
ये
let's
T20
get
वर्ल्ड
to
कप के
reading.
पहले तो कुछ नहीं हो रहा. हाँ,
नहीं नहीं
बट
नहीं.
या सो या लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द प्लेयर रेटिंग्स.
Yes, let's do it.
ओके, गिव मी अ सेकंड. या सो आउट ऑफ 10 हम प्लेयर रेटिंग्स देंगे सारे इंडियन प्लेयर्स को.
कुछ को तो नहीं दे सकते भाई.
तो हम बेस रेटिंग 5 दे
आज
देंगे
तिलक वर्मा
उनको.
ने क्या किया? तिलक वर्मा ने क्या किया?
आप स्लाइड देखना. यू यू आर अ राइट क्वेश्चन, बट योर क्वेश्चन हर्ट मी बिकॉज लिटरली उन्होंने ना एक कैच लिया, ना एक रन बनाया, ना एक बॉल बॉलिंग करी.
आज भी भाई, मतलब ये होती है मुफ्त की तनख्वाह जब आती है ना,
वो
बेस्ट डे.
बस मैच कॉलम
बेस्ट
में
डे.
+1 हो गया, इनिंग्स में कहीं +1 नहीं हुआ उनके.
एवरेज भी उनका वो नहीं हुआ, उससे बताओ.
मतलब क्या ही, ठीक है उनको थोड़ा वार्म अप हो गया, लिटरली वो एथलेटिक वार्म अप जैसा हुआ. बट ठीक है, स्टार्ट करते हैं अभिषेक शर्मा
ठीक
से.
है, अभिषेक शर्मा 30 of 60. आई वुड से कि भाई, मतलब विकेट नहीं गिरनी चाहिए थी यार, ये 10 विकेट वाली
ट्रू,
जीत थी.
एक
तो
पॉइंट तो कटना चाहिए उसका. बट फर्स्ट
हाँ,
बॉल
एक पॉइंट
6
तो
जो
कट.
था ना, वो जो
हाँ.
कवर ड्राइव 6, आई थिंक इट टेक्स अ लिटिल
I okay. I
काहुनियस
don't
टू डू
know.
दैट.
You are the right guy to tell me, but I don't know if it has happened in T20 before, where a
द फर्स्ट
batter
बॉल
has,
6.
yes, in an innings. I don't think this has happened. I might be wrong. If anyone is watching this, because I have actually tried to find it out a lot. Who has hit a first ball six? But Test में Chris Gill has done it. ODIs में a number of people, Philo Wallace has done it in against India, only Srinath. बट T20 में मुझे बहुत टाइम तक मैं सोचता रहा कि कौन किसने किया है, बट किसी ने किया नहीं है यार. आई यूज्ड टू थिंक
इवन
सहवाग डिड इन 2008 to 2009 against New Zealand, but no, they were not first ball six. So first ball six, I really need to find out if it's the first time that it has happened. But I'm pretty sure. Look, again, T20 is played by hundreds of countries these days, so I have a feeling that somebody might have done
हाँ,
it,
मतलब
which I don't
रिकॉर्ड तो
know.
हो गए किसी का फॉर श्योर.
Record तो हो गए. जैसे
लाइक
who holds the highest, sorry, fastest 100 का record in T20 है?
दीपेंद्र सिंह एरी, इज इट?
No,
निकाल के.
man. This is a this is a chap from Estonia called Sahil Chauhan. Okay,
एस्टोनिया.
exactly. Of course,
ओके.
Desi blood.
वही, ये सारे
26 for
रिकॉर्ड्स
100.
इंडियंस ही इधर उधर जाके बना रहे, मेरे को लग रहा है ये सारे एशियन
So yeah,
एक्सट्रीम.
so Abhishek Sharma, we'll cut 1 mark. Sorry, okay, 9 out of 10.
बट या
I'll give you very good. You don't get excellent.
या 200 का स्ट्राइक रेट से भी थोड़ा चुक गए, बट ठीक है.
Yeah, man, come on.
पुअर. ओके, नेक्स्ट.
Yeah, I
सुमित,
mean, again, no reason to
नॉट
give him
आउट.
anything less. Yeah, not out. No reason to give him anything less. But yeah, again, आप 9 बॉल खेल रहे हो तो उसमें मतलब यूए के अगेंस्ट बना सकते हो थोड़ा.
ये स्टैट
And
पैडिंग
plus,
बोलते हैं ना,
नहीं
स्टैट
नहीं, plus
पैडिंग है.
there were a couple of misses also outside the off stump. So which was like, अरे तुम भी क्या, is Prince going the king way?
गाय. बट
So
क्या क्या करना, इतना माइक्रो एनालाइज करना पड़ रहा है ना ये
भाई,
इतनी जल्दी मैच.
57 के टारगेट में मैं और क्या करूं.
उसमें 2 प्ले एंड मिस हो गए यार. नॉट बट ठीक है, एक कैच भी लिया। वो मेरे को भी, मैं भी सोचो कि कैचेस भी मैं डाल देता हूँ स्टैटिस्टिक्स सारे, क्योंकि
कुछ
आई
तो
हैव टू
कुछ तो
मेक अप द
कुछ तो
नंबर्स।
बनाना पड़ेगा।
हाँ,
यस। ओके, लेट्स
ओके,
गो।
स्ट्राइक
सूर्य
रेट ऑफ
कुमार
ओवर
यार,
300,
वो
350 का स्ट्राइक रेट।
someone coming in and hitting his trademark shot of the one ball that he gets with, like दे दो इसको 10, दे दो
एंटरटेनमेंट
प्लस।
वैल्यू के लिए 11।
Yeah, और also that sportsmanship.
ओह या, ओके, आई एम गिविंग हिम
And
11।
also that catch was difficult यार, वो रिंग ऑफ लाइट में
हाँ,
बॉल खो गई थी। So points,
वो
points, 10
भागते
out
हुए
of
भी
10.
लाइक, या ही पिक्ड इट अप अर्ली कि उनका कैच है।
Yeah, yeah, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10.
ठीक है। Sorry,
No,
I
10
made
out
you
of
sad.
10.
I was not
Easy,
prepared for it.
easiest 10 out of 10. Still a clinch. 10
let's
out of 10.
let let's give him 10 out of 10.
10
Let's
out of 10.
confuse the
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, yeah. He's had a good series
And
against England. So, अपना goodwill पे 10 पे 10.
goodwill, yes, man of, मतलब ठीक है, let's not push it up। 10 out of 10, let's move on।
Sanju
संजू
Samson, two
सैमसन
catches,
2
one
कैचेस।
presence of mind, and agreeing to bat at number 6. अपने सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट को थोड़ा आप पे लगा
For
के।
being a team player and
Yeah,
accepting a compromising role, 10 out of
correct. So, yeah, 10 out of 10.
10।
अब जिस तरह से हम 10 आउट ऑफ 10 बांट रहे हैं, कुलदीप और वरुण तक आता है तो 15 आउट ऑफ 10 देना पड़ेगा।
सीरियसली अभी तो हम परफॉर्मेंस तक पहुंचे ही नहीं है। Oh
हार्दिक
yes,
पांड्या,
finally
yes.
one poor performer we have in the house
Yeah, I think it's as bad as
somehow।
his hairstyle, man. No, I'm the last person
he
who should comment on hairstyle, but फिर भी, Hardik, I think you
but
should change. Or this performance itself should tell you that you need to change that hairstyle ASAP.
yes, वो विनिशियस, इफ यू नो रियल मैड्रिड प्लेयर, वो भी ना ऐसे लेके आए थे लास्ट सीजन हेयर कट, तुरंत वो
Yeah.
वापस बॉल्ड ही हो गए थे। तो हार्दिक पांड्या,
See?
नो
Yes,
यू नो
Hardik,
वेयर टू।
listen to me. I'll send you my hairstyle photos and my barber's number.
यस,
बहुत सस्ता।
उसको भी हार्दिक will find a way to like have $100 haircut just to go bald। but कितने
Let's
कितने
go to the
नंबर कितने
next.
देने हैं? अरे नंबर
Let's
नहीं दिया हम।
I think let's give him 5 out of 10 यार। I mean,
ठीक है,
one
आई
over he
एग्री।
had to do। अगर शिवम
दो
दुबे मैच में
चौके
दो
खा
विकेट
गए,
ले रहे हैं, शिवम दुबे मैच में 2 विकेट ले रहे हैं,
तीन
what
विकेट।
does Hardik Pandya has been, या 3 विकेट, what is Hardik Pandya's business to
या
giving
आई
10 runs in
एग्री,
1 over?
आई थिंक शिवम दुबे बाय द एविडेंस ऑफ दिस मैच इज
Yeah,
इज
best
क्लीनली रन
all-rounder of
आउट
the
अप।
matches. Yeah,
या
let's go.
सो
Here
वी
comes
हैव
Shiv.
इट।
Bro, is it three? Did he take 3?
या ही टुक 3, लास्ट विकेट भी उन्होंने ही लिया, राइट?
No, no, no. Last was Kuldeep. No, so
हाँ
Kuldeep got
हाँ,
4.
सेकंड
Okay,
लास्ट
so
विकेट, सेकंड लास्ट
bro,
विकेट
this
उन्होंने
is
लिया।
this is 3 of 4 is reminding me. It's giving me 6 of
स्टुअर्ट भी नहीं,
Stuart Binny
यस,
vibes.
बांग्लादेश।
Yeah, I think okay. So Saurav Ganguly, Stuart Binny, Shivam Dube.
शिवम
That is
इन
the
दैट ऑर्डर।
progression of
या
India's medium pacers, which is like the
ओह,
line begins at Govind Ramannath and,
कपिल देव एंड देन
and then it's
शिवम दुबे।
Saurav Ganguly, Stuart Binny.
who
Let's
is
go.
next, do you think? Who adds to that?
Yeah,
Shivam Dube?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Shivam Dube is a dibbly dobbly bowler, but yeah, I think 3 runs, 3 wickets for 4 runs. So I think 10 out of 10 ही दे सकते हैं भाई, और
यार ये
कुछ नहीं
क्या
कर सकते।
स्टार्ट पैडिंग की है इस गेम में? नहीं सब, मतलब बेस्ट बॉलिंग इनिंग्स ले रहे हैं सब वैसे मुफ्त
ठीक है,
में।
you know, right? Like he had this game against New Zealand after which he got dropped. I think it was 2019, where in 1 over he gave 30 runs, and after that he was dropped. It was only after that stint with Chennai that he got back into the Indian side. But yeah, 1 over he bowled 30 run मारे थे इसको, and then he was dropped for a good
And he
couple of years
stopped
or so.
bowling for a good while after that. I think
Yeah,
he
yeah,
said
yeah.
also कि he was very
Focusing
disappointed
on the
with that.
batting. Yeah,
Yeah.
cool, cool. चलो
ठीक है।
ठीक है. For days like those, he deserves days like these.
Yeah.
अक्षर पटेल, देखो अभी क्या है कि तुम 3 स्पिनर्स के साथ में कंपेयर कर रहे हो और बाकी दो ने
How
ऐसा आतंक मचाया है, सो
it
वन
is the
फ्रॉम
second worst figures in the match or the third worst figures in the match by an Indian. So he's
नाउ
not
गंतव्य,
even India's top 3 bowling performances today.
काट दे भाई, तू नंबर काट,
यार
काट दे, काट
मुझ
दे।
पे मत डालो ऐसे हम।
नहीं नहीं नहीं, काट दे भाई,
अब
नंबर काट, खुल के नंबर काट.
ठीक है
He
अक्सर,
didn't even
क्योंकि
contribute with the bat.
या कैच भी नहीं लिया एक भी,
कैच भी
एंड
नहीं
कोई,
लिया क्या.
ठीक है तो आई थिंक सेवन सेवन नहीं दिया अभी तक हमने किसी को,
7 is
सेवन,
fair. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think
सेवन
I've been very harsh on him since DC days, where I ruled him out as a captain. Then he
हाँ.
did prove me right by screwing up the second part of the IPL. But ठीक है. I think
No, you cannot take that as a win, ठीक है अमित. No, the point was you would not be chosen to be captain. तो कभी
yeah.
कभी तो मेरे प्रिडिक्शन सही जाते प्लीज.
Chalo, it's oh man,
हाँ,
what do I say? Like I
कैच भी ले
honestly
लिया
felt,
फॉर गुड मेजर.
I honestly felt that अच्छा खासा आदमी 5 विकेट लेने जा रहा था. इसके 3 विकेट ही
हाँ,
हुए थे तब इन्होंने, I think they introduced someone else or something happened. I don't think he bowled his last over and the previous one back to back. So yeah, I felt
नहीं
bad for
वो,
him. He had a 5 विकेट haul written.
या
So
ये
was
शिवम
yesterday.
दुबे, स्काई ने इनफैक्ट उनको हेल्प भी करी जब वो नाइन्थ विकेट था राइट, तो उन्होंने
Right.
बोला कि नहीं नहीं कुलदीप के लिए 5 लेने चाहिए, बट दिस शिवम दुबे देन स्टोल हिज अपॉर्चुनिटी.
भाई वो क्या करे भाई, तुमको ऑपोजिशन कैप्टन ने बुला लिया वापस, फिर भी तुम लप्पा मार रहे हो. लप्पा, एकदम लप्पा.
आई थिंक वो भी थोड़ा चेंज ऑफ हार्ट हो गया उनका कि यार डू आई
हाँ.
रियली डिजर्व टू बी हियर.
इंडिया यूएई फ्रेंडशिप.
फ्रेंडशिप यस. ऐसे
So
भी
10 out of 10. कल कुलदीप यादव 10 out of 10. Absolutely no doubt.
ठीक है.
Might
मूविंग
still
ऑन.
end up sitting out of India versus Pakistan, poor fellow.
यार बिकॉज ऑफ दिस गाय.
Because of this guy. ये क्या नंबर से है यार, छी. 2 ओवर में 4 रन दिए और चक्कर में
भाई
चार.
टू का इकोनॉमी यार, मतलब he had a worse economy than शिवम दुबे. Can you imagine if I
छी.
just go to someone and tell शिवम दुबे had a better economy and 3 times the wickets of Varun.
No, no, but भाई मतलब again, as I said, that in those 12 balls, I don't know उन्होंने कितने 12 बॉल में से कितने उन्होंने पड़ी है. They just
इनसाइड
had
एज में
no.
एक तो सारे चारों रन, एक तो आई थिंक इनसाइड एज में मिले
या
उनको.
और एक तो डीआरएस वीआरएस भी लिया था ना. Of course, that was going down leg, but that's what I'm
या
saying. They had no idea what was happening. So yeah, good performance. I will give you 8, Varun.
8 या सेम. ठीक है, let's move on to our last play. How can he be the worst bowler?
I
How
I think this is
he
yeah, but bro, the
the
Yorker that he bowled, it made up
no
for
yeah,
everything else. Man.
but Amit, think of it like this: when else will you get an opportunity
To have a
to
bad game.
yeah, to give Jasprit
Yeah, yeah.
Bumrah less than 7?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Correct.
So
So no, that's what I'm saying. For a man who has saved us from 30 of 30, I think this is his next match after the final, right? He hasn't played anything
yeah,
after that T20 World Cup final. भाई तू
free
ले ले. I will just Bumrah free points. Sorry.
free तो कित
इसको एक लाइफ टाइम पॉइंट्स.
या before Bumrah reneges us, हम we are protecting him.
Yeah, we will.
तो
Bumrah
कितना
is.
दे हम?
I
नाइन
think
नाइन
let's
दे.
give him. Ah, nine, nine. These are points that he has earned. And
Yeah.
that Yorker itself, I think, when they show anything from this match, that Yorker would be the one thing that they'll definitely show.
या एंड क्या
Because it
पिन
was,
पॉइंट परफेक्ट. एंड वो ना शराफू, अलिशन शराफू द बैटर हु गॉट आउट,
yeah,
पिछले ओवर के लास्ट बॉल में बहुत बढ़िया चौका मारा था, मतलब
yeah,
दैट ऑफ हिज पैड्स. एंड एज सून एज ही केम ऑन स्ट्राइक, फर्स्ट बॉल बुमराह का वो परफेक्ट यॉर्कर, इट्स एज इफ ही डज इट ऑन, मतलब एट विल,
yeah, he can do it that
कि
way. Yes, he can.
वही दैट ही जस्ट शोड अस दैट. तो ठीक है, लेट्स सी आवर फाइनल रेटिंग्स एक बार. यस, आई हैव इट on the screen. Uh, yeah, let's. Can you see the ratings? Okay, so a lot of 10 on 10s there, clearly. But are you there, Amit? I think we have lost Amit. But okay, I think we were anyway done with our proceedings for today. Uh, so these are our player ratings: Abhishek 9, Shubman 10, Sky 10, Tilak, Sanju Shivam Kuldeep all 10, Hardik getting a 5, Aksar getting a 7. But that is all we have for today. Uh, we'll probably meet you next when India take on Pakistan, their next challenge, and of course the marquee match of this tournament. मतलब हम सबको पता है why why Asia Cups take place. But looking at this current Pakistan side, I have little hopes of how they will match up with India. But still, there are some questions to answer. I think around team selection, and let's see if they go in with the same combination. Does Ashdeep come in the next game? Does Sanju stay in the middle order? Maybe Rinku or Jitesh gets a chance. Who or Rinku cannot get a chance because wicket keeper battle nahi rahega fir. But let's see if Jitesh gets a shout. And Kuldeep after that performance might miss out as well. So yeah, I think that is all we have for today.